I have some books to show you. Hi friends! So this morning I have a very, very fun video to film because over the weekend Mike and I went on our first excursion, if you will, in a very long time, and we went to a bookstore. And at this bookstore, it's a great place because it's a used bookstore. I feel like I should clarify that. At this place, you can take all your boxes of old books, or not old books, but books you don't want anymore, and you can sell them to the store and they'll give you either store credit or cash, one or the other. And then you can buy more books, which is always great fun, you know. I ended up picking up quite a few books and I'm gonna share them with you today. I have, I guess, 3 different categories. I got a bunch of cookbooks, which is always a lot of fun, especially as now that we have our own house, our own kitchen and everything, we can actually make things. The other is fiction and the other is miscellaneous. So we'll start with the miscellaneous section. The great thing about all of these books is that all together with the store credit, I think we maybe spent like $25 on all of them. So that was fantastic. The first 2 are to do with my, if you watched my previous video, which I will link up here in one of the corners, I talked about one of the things and one of my goals for this year is to improve my handwriting. And I've realized that a used bookstore is probably going to have so many books on handwriting, and I found a couple that I really liked. So the first is A Beginner's Guide, Lettering and Modern Calligraphy. And it doesn't mention an author on the outside. It just says it's by Paper Peony Press. Basically, it's just a great, like, basic calligraphy book. And I really liked this one because it had different types of font like that, but then they also have like just basic. This one is more of a creative styled one. I don't know how well you can see it. It looks like it's a little blown out when it's up close. That's why I got this one, because it has a lot of calligraphy things, but then it's got different font styles. And then it's got these projects in the back, and this one's really cute. The next one I got is The Italic Way to Beautiful Handwriting, Cursive and Calligraphic? I know how to pronounce calligraphy, so I suppose it's calligraphic, by Fred Eager. This is what it looks like. And this one is just, it is a much older style book, if you can see that at all. But it is just packed with italic practices and quotations, and ooh, it's got Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll to copy out. That's fantastic. I don't think you can see that at all. Those were 2 handwriting books that I was really thrilled to be able to pick up. I peeled the stickers off, but I believe they were like $2 and $4 or something. The next couple that I grabbed are actually books by one of my all-time favorite illustrators, Jan Brett. I've got Jan Brett's Town Mouse and the Country Mouse, which, if you are not familiar with her illustration style, let me tell you, it is a treat. Every page is just like look at this. They're just packed with detail, and it's stunning. I've got to read through this. I haven't actually read it yet. But The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse is one of my all-time favorite children's stories. So I saw that she'd illustrated it. I was like, okay, I'll get it if you insist. Now this one's kind of funny because it doesn't have any type of title on the outside cover. It does on the spine, which it's not going to focus on. But this is The Mitten, which is an adorable story about a little boy whose grandmother knits him some mittens, and he loses one, and then all these animals come and climb inside of the mitten, and it's really entertaining because it's kind of silly, but it's so detailed and so cute, and heartily recommend it. Now this next one is actually a book that I discovered a few years ago, quite a few years ago. I believe I checked it out at a library wherever we were living at the time. My dad's in the military, so we've moved around a little bit. I don't remember where I discovered it, but the last time that I went to this bookstore, I really wanted to get it, and I almost did, but I was like, well, it's like $8 or $10. I'm not gonna get it. I got it this time, and I am so excited about this. If you like things that are whimsical, magical, this is like one of the best books ever. And it is Gnomes by, oh, I didn't list it on here. Is it on the side? Unpronounceable gentlemen's names. It's this whole like nature study of gnomes, and it is the most adorable thing. Let's see, there we go. And there's a lady gnome. I love like nature study type illustrations. There's a book called an Edwardian's Nature Journal, or an Edwardian Lady's Nature Journal or something, which is a beautiful, stunning book, and I really recommend it. I don't remember who it's by, but I'll put that on here. Another book that I want to add to my library. And it's just these beautiful like nature study type illustrations, and this is very much like that, but it's about gnomes. And there's actually, I believe, I can't remember if these gentlemen wrote 2 or 3 different books on gnomes. I don't recall, but I believe this one is the most well-known one. So anyway, I don't think there's much more to say about it. It's stunning and amazing. I'll put the author's names on here because if it will focus on that. Those are their last names. I'm not going to try to pronounce them because I would sadly completely butcher them. Ooh, I didn't even realize that without the cover. Oh, that's beautiful. just look at this. I could talk about this all day. I am so happy to have this because I have almost bought it like probably half a dozen times and just didn't let myself. And so this time I knew going to the store, I was like, if they have a copy, I am buying it. And I did. The next collection of books that I got are all fiction books by a single author. And that author is probably one of the best authors of all time, in my humble opinion. And definitely one of my favoriteest authors, and that is Louis L'Amour. His writing style, he's so witty, the way that he describes men and women, his characters, he is phenomenal, incredible, and he wrote so many novels. And one of my goals is to have the entire collection of his novels, and I am now, oh, there's a bit of stick around here. I am now safely started. So, I just got these ones. These are the most beautiful editions of all his books because they're this leatherette binding, and it's just stunning. I love them, and they're so nice to hold. They're the perfect shape. They're really good. So the ones that I got, I'm just gonna list them off really quickly. I got A Trailhead of Memories, which is quotations, so it's quotations from different books, and I've wanted to read that one for quite some time. I got Lonergan, I got Fallon, The Iron Marshal, and Tucker. I just grabbed ones that I either hadn't read in a while or that I knew that I liked, and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to read them all. I have read all of them, I think, except for Tucker. I don't recognize Tucker, but I've read probably 90% of all of his books, even though he's written a lot of books, because it was one of my favorite things to go to the library and check out like 6 of his books and read them all, and then go take them all back, read them all within like 3 days, and then take them back and get another 6, because both of the libraries that I've been around in the past, 5-10 years or something, or all of the libraries, had a significant collection of Louis L'Amour books, which is quite tragic now, because my local library to where I live now, they've gotten rid of all of them basically. There's only a few left, and I was heartbroken when I realized this. I was just like, what have you done to me? Now I have to buy them all. So that's what I'm doing. Last section. Ooh, that was loud. The last section is cookbooks, and it was beautiful because all of the cookbooks that they had, there were so many of them that were like 75 cents or like $1 or $2. I got a stack. I'm really happy about this stack of books. I had to take a brief pause to finally remember to get a thumbnail picture. I think I've forgotten on the past like 4 videos, and then I'm scrambling to try and find a screenshot within the video, and it's never as good as I want it to be, so I remembered this time. Back to the cookbooks. The first one that I will show you, this book is called Herbal Breads, and it's a very small little book, and look at the illustrations in here. It is by Ruth Bass and illustrated by Mary Rich, and it's this beautiful little cookbook. It's got like Scottish scones in here, potato bread with chives. I got it sweet potato muffins. I'm gonna have to make that one. This one has muffins in it as well. I thought it was just gonna be like and pancakes. This is dangerous. I got it because I love the look of it and the feel of it, and it has Scottish scones in it. So yeah, I'm slightly obsessed. The next one is Soup by Suzanne Salby, and this is just what you would think, full of soups. This is a Turkish wedding soup, and vegetable beef soup, hearty beef and barley soup, lentil soup with frankfurters, mussel and shrimp soup, so all kinds of soups. Both of those were like 75 cents. And the next one I also got because I just love the feel of it and the look of it. It looks like one of those recipe books that you would pass down from child to child. And it is, let's see, I don't know if it says who it's by. No, it doesn't specify who it's by, but it is Amish cooking. And it is just jam-packed full of recipes. Like, it looks like something that you would use, and I don't know if you've seen like the older cookbooks, and then they have like the speckles of ingredients that have gotten onto the cookbook because while you're cooking. But I love the feel of it and the color of it and the style of it. So next one is Deliciously Dairy Free by Leslie Waters, because I am somewhat allergic to, or I don't know what it's called these days, if it's called sensitivities or allergies or whatever, but basically I get kind of a stomachache whenever I have dairy related things. So Mike and I have mostly cut dairy out completely of our diet, and Deliciously Dairy Free, it was basically like the only dairy-free cookbook I could find, which is insane. There were so many like gluten-free cookbooks or Whole30 or Paleo but like no dairy-free cookbooks, and I was just ugh. Or they would have like, they had a few that were like gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, like completely allergen-free, which is not really what I want. So, and they didn't even have very many good vegan recipe cookbooks either, which was really frustrating because the thing I love about vegan is it is dairy-free already, and I'm not vegetarian or vegan, so most recipes I can just add some chicken or something to it. But the vegan recipes that we've had, there's a vegan curry that Micah makes, and it is amazing. We don't even put any meat in with it. We just have it with like chips or rice, and it is the best. I'll link it down below for you. And so I really like a lot of the vegan recipes that we've tried out, and it's convenient because they're already dairy free. But they didn't even have really any good ones of that either. So I got Deliciously Dairy Free, and again, I like it. It looks like it has some good recipes in here. Altogether Pasta Pronto. I don't know, it's pasta. I love pasta. The next two are probably my favorite. I'm so excited about these. So this is whole grain baking, delicious recipes using nutritious whole grains. And it is by King Arthur Flour. And it is a tome of recipes. And I am so excited about it. I have actually used quite a few of King Arthur's recipes just online for like soft pretzels or sourdough bread. But this is just like all of them in a book, and it's like this nice cover where it's not like a flimsy paperback, but it's not so hard. Like you could cook and it'll just lay open, and I can't wait to cook some things out of here. Like, look at that. It looks so good. Gotta check time. Okay, I've got like 5 minutes before I need to, because I need to go to work, guys. And the next one is one of the most aesthetically pleasing books I have ever seen. Not just cookbooks, but of any books. And it is Fika. Why don't they list who these are by? It just says recipes for 30 baking classics, from bite-sized biscuits to festive cakes. And it has absolutely nothing about who it's by. But it has these pages where all the ingredients are laid out. And then you turn the page, and that's what the completed thing looks like. And it is just, like I said, one of the most aesthetically pleasing books I have ever opened up and looked at. And it is just, it's beautiful. And like the backgrounds of everything, oh, gosh. I almost feel like I need to do a book tour where you just like film going through the whole book, because it is gorgeous. It is beautiful, and I want to make things out of it. Look at this one, look at this one. Okay, let's turn back the page so you can see the ingredients. A very simple layout of ingredients. A lot of butter, which I would tell you, dairy-free butter is a thing, and it tastes just like regular butter, and I have used it interchangeably, so I'm not intimidated by the amount of butter that is on this page. And look at that! They're so pretty! Oh, yeah. But that is all the books that I have. And I need to go drink my tea and unload the dishwasher before I go to work. And I should probably pack my lunch. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed this little book haul, and I am looking forward to probably talking about and showing you some of the recipes that I end up making from this stack of gorgeous cookbooks. And these other books will be showing up in other book reading hauls, because I cannot wait to read them. But they wouldn't be hauls, or book reading vlogs. You know what I mean. I have got to go. I am so grateful that you decided to stop by and talk about books with me. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to check out some of my other videos, you can subscribe. I'm trying to post at least one video a week. It's a work in progress, but we are getting there. You can also check out my blog at woldenburn.com, and I'm not really on Instagram right now, so basically YouTube and my blog are about the only places you're gonna find me at the moment. So anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.